Hello cousins to another video on Escape from Tarkov. Now we all know wipe is coming, so let's talk about how to get filthy rich in the next few weeks with just planning out what to keep and what to grind for. I'm a strong believer in the philosophy of teaching a man how to fish instead of giving him a fish. If you're interested in more of these videos, make sure to let me know down below in the comments. I am thinking about making multiple videos on this throughout the entire wipe and what's hot and what's not. Now, as an example to this planning method, we're going to use a pack of sugar. We know sugar goes for around 10 to 20k in the first 4 weeks of the wipe. However, later in the wipe, about 5 to 8 weeks in, sugar becomes around 80 to 120k. It will stabilize around 80k at some point, but that's not what we need to know right now. So I would advise you to go hoard on this item and sell it on its peak. Now we need to find out the why. Why does sugar becomes worth so much later in the wipe? For sugar, the sole reason of its price scale is the hideout craft moonshine. People first of all love gambling on the scav case in the hideout, but second of all, you need moonshine to barter either a weapon case or a thick items case. You can also get the quest item vest that you also need twice. Does this all make sense to you on why these items would become so hot later on? Because now we can predict the future of sugar and decide to store it and gain a ton of money of it. I personally also buy sugar when it's about 10 to 30 to 40k because moonshine is also worth a lot of money later in the wipe and we can actually craft it ourselves. This is one of those double down scenarios on which you can only gain from. Also, a good idea would be to look into the hideout upgrades. What do we need to upgrade our entire hideout? I will post the link to this overview down below in the description. Make sure you check it out. Every single item that's in there multiple times, like the hoses for example, we can safely say this is an item worth selling. Now we need them too. So what do? It's a matter of how fast you want to progress your hideout yourself over making some extra buck. For example, I know I want my lavatory to be level 2 as soon as possible because at level 2 I can start crafting the hoses. I know this will make me a ton of money, so I don't need to worry about making it level 3 to craft anything else than the hoses. I prefer leaving my progression at an easier phase so I can make a lot of money on the people that do want to progress as fast as they can. I'll leave my workbench at level 1 and make wires, for example. I do this because I want to sell all light bulbs in the first 1.5 weeks because they go for around 40k each. After this I will buy my 14 light bulbs for less than half the price and start upgrading my own hideout. Wires will make plenty of money in the meanwhile. Now there are items in the game that let you complete quests by crafting in the hideout. For example, the tank battery, which you can find on reserve on many places. Items like this are easily above 1 mil each. I would suggest you look into where you can find those on the Tarkov wiki page and try it out sometime. Now you also want to look at the market as soon as you can. Get level 10 and start looking at every single item. Make sure you copy my wish list right here because these items you will be refreshing every single time you can. It's also really important to keep yourself updated of all the prices, so when you find it in a raid you actually know somewhat what it would be worth. So you know what to drop and what to not drop and actually keep or even put in your gamma. And last but not least, my standard strategy every wipe has been to buy 30 graphic cards while they're still sitting at around 100 to 200k each. This is an early investment that will save me a lot of money later in the wipe and also make me a lot of money when I progress my own hideout further. Now there is some insecurity on what will happen to bitcoins because of the recent events and because of that also the prices on the graphic cards and what would they bring for you. So before you do this, make sure you look into that or ask me on my Twitch channel. I'm live on every Monday, Wednesday and Thursday and surely even more in the first few weeks of the wipe. Now here's one last tip on how to make some quick easy cash in the early wipe. It's called ammo. Ammo is rare and Sturman gives a ton of good ammo. Follow my guides and I promise you money will follow. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video, cousin. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps out with the algorithm if you would also comment down below. It could be anything. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again on the next one. Peace.